Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ruben Amorim eyes move for Premier League star as Man United boss decides transfer priority. Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim is likely to be working with a limited transfer budget in January, but that hasn't stopped him from targeting players ahead of 2025. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim is said to have set his sights on Wolves defender Ryan Aït-Nouri. The former Sporting Lisbon chief, 39, oversaw his first game since joining the Red Devils on Sunday, where the size of the task now facing him was made clear as United drew 1-1 with Ipswich Town. It's already been reported that Amorim will be working with a limited budget in January as United seek to comply with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. But that hasn't stopped the Portuguese coach from targeting Aït-Nouri. The Algeria international, 23, has been one of the few bright sparks for Wolves this season during their torrid start to the campaign, and it seems as though that has alerted some of their top-flight rivals. According to The Sun, Amorim has made strengthening at left-back, where United have been short due to injuries to Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, a priority, with Aït-Nouri his preferred target. The report goes on to claim that Aït-Nouri, who has registered 3 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League this season, is open to leaving Molineux in 2025. Liverpool have previously been credited with an interest in the attacking wingback, who has clocked up more than 100 appearances in the top flight since joining Wolves. He is under contract with the club until the summer of 2026. While it remains to be seen if either United or Wolves would be open to doing a deal for Aït-Nouri mid-season, he isn't the only Premier League star on the Red Devils' radar heading into the winter transfer window. It emerged last week that Everton defender Jarrad Branthwaite is still a target for United, who saw more than one bid rejected by the Toffees in the summer. That hasn't deterred them, though, with Branthwaite yet to sign a new contract at Goodison Park. Branthwaite is seen as a player who could thrive in Amorim's favored 3-4-3 system, with United open to making a move for the player in January due to high interest in his services from elsewhere. The centre-half does, however, still have 3 years left to run on his current deal, putting Everton in a strong position. Manchester United want to sign Tottenham target. Fresh off a stunning 0-4 victory over Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur's attention has now shifted towards bolstering their squad, with a familiar name taking center stage in transfer discussions. Reports suggest Tottenham are in the race to sign Lille's versatile midfielder Angel Gomez, who has been making waves in France with his consistent performances and adaptability. However, the Spurs face stiff competition from Manchester United, Gomez' boyhood club, for the player's signature. Report: Manchester United want to sign Tottenham target. Gomez, who began his career in Manchester United's academy and spent over a decade at the club, is widely regarded as a promising talent. His impressive displays in League One and contributions to England's youth teams have solidified his reputation as a dynamic midfielder. Currently under contract with Lille until the summer of 2025, Gomez is unlikely to extend his stay, putting Lille in a position where they may need to sell him in January to avoid losing him on a free transfer. According to The Sun, Tottenham are keen to capitalize on this situation and are preparing to ramp up their interest. A return to Manchester United would be a homecoming of sorts, with the added pull of working under a manager who admires his abilities. On the other hand, joining Tottenham could provide the opportunity to play a leading role in an ambitious project under Ange Postecoglou. Manchester United's advantage. Manchester United are also eager to bring Gomez back to Old Trafford. Their new manager, Ruben Amorim, is said to be a fan of Gomez and has reportedly urged the club's recruitment team to prioritize his signing. Gomez's strong bond with United, built from his time coming up through the ranks, might heavily influence his choice. However, Tottenham's appeal lies in their ongoing rebuilding phase. The club is focusing on acquiring young, high-potential players to shape a competitive squad for the future. Gomez's flexibility and knack for handling different midfield roles make him a great match for what they're looking to build. For Gomez, the choice will likely come down to the financial packages on offer and his personal aspirations. With January coming up, Tottenham need to step up and go for Angel Gomez. Whether the player chooses nostalgia or a new challenge, his decision will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of his career and the fortunes of whichever club he joins. Ruben Amorim is working on Manchester United's 3 weaknesses with new warm-up drills. The majority of Man United's performance at Portman Road was all too familiar, but there are already signs of change under Ruben Amorim. Jose Mourinho provided his own epitaph after his final match in charge of Tottenham. Different coach, same players. That succinct summation applied to Manchester United under Ruben Amorim at Portman Road. Eduardo Rosalino, one of Amorim's backroom staff members, joined the analysts in the press box for a tactical vantage point and must have been startled by some of the counterintuitive chaos he witnessed. At ground level, Amorim was often on his haunches for a worm's eye view. He admitted afterwards he felt a little bit anxious. Dan Ashworth, the United sporting director, arrived in one of Ineos's chauffeured vehicles. It was less than 3 months ago he opined that he liked the squad. He may have revised that assessment. United are transitioning to a new formation and players have new instructions. It was still staggering to see Amorim have to tell players where to position themselves without the ball and essentially instigate their backtracking. The familiar sight of a United player limply ceding possession before a sluggish collective response was on show at Ipswich. Amorim clapped his hands to command the players to sprint. With full-time looming, he chastised them for failing to press. He will have to get used to that. United have been inept at pressing since Sir Alex Ferguson's final years, with it most glaringly exposed in the 2 Champions League final surrenders to Barcelona. David Moyes wanted to make United run more. At Ipswich, United players ran a combined 102 kilometers, the second lowest distance they have clocked up in a match this season. Amorim has not inherited a squad of workaholics. He was not entirely blameless. The midfield axis of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen was backwards thinking and backfired. Kobbie Mainoo, completely unused, appeared downbeat as he left the ground. Questions must also be asked of Manuel Ugarte. Amorim clarified that he had 1 day to train. In September, Erik ten Hag said Ugarte was the last to arrive from South America ahead of the trek to Southampton. Why is he always late? Uruguay played Brazil in Salvador on Tuesday night. Taking the time difference into account, that's the wee hours of Wednesday morning UK time. Why wasn't Ugarte back at Carrington for Friday's training session? Ugarte's compatriot, Edinson Cavani, always missed the first club game back after an international. Cavani was well into his 30s, passing by and taking United for a ride. Ugarte is 23 and purportedly the team's long-term number 6. Amorim admitted United players got stuck because they were thinking, where should I be? The transfer list? Matthijs de Ligt and Johnny Evans have played in back threes, yet Noussair Mazraoui, an auxiliary centre-back, was the most accomplished of the trio. De Ligt has played for 4 of Europe's most storied clubs, and Evans is one of the most experienced professionals in the league. Evans is 37 in January and can be cut some slack. De Ligt cannot. He is consistently unable to take command of defender-striker duels and got bullied by Liam Delap. They are thinking too much because things are so different, Amorim explained. Some details, they used to pass the ball and go forward. Even the center-backs. Now they have to go back. These type of things they start going forward and they have to think too much. Diogo Dalot used to do it. Pass the ball to center-backs, go inside, play as a midfielder. Now he has to stick to this position. Mazraoui and Ahmad, both playing in new positions, were United's only respectable outfield performers. Amorim said Ahmad had improved so much defensively in only 3 days. Perhaps the players are not due any leeway. Ex-Man UTD coach discusses potential Marcus Rashford sale amid PSG rumors. Now that Ruben Amorim is in charge, Marcus Rashford's future at Manchester United may be determined during the 2024-25 season. Amid the transfer exit rumors, a former Manchester United coach believes the Englishman shouldn't be sold. Last month, Team Talk revealed that Paris Saint-Germain had reignited their interest in Rashford. Although the obstacles that prevented a summer transfer still exist, the League One side might try again to secure his signature next year. Meanwhile, Rashford is reportedly hopeful about turning things around and rediscovering his best form, according to Team Talk. Recently, another report from Team Talk revealed that manager Luis Enrique is a big admirer of the England international and believes he can get him playing at his best again. Ex-Manchester United coach believes Marcus Rashford should stay. TalkSport's Alex Crooks spoke with former Manchester United assistant manager Mike Phelan about Amorim's arrival at Old Trafford and shared his thoughts on the team this season. Phelan also discussed what the change could mean for Rashford, who might be on the move in 2025 if he struggles to find his form under the new manager. Well, that's an easy thing to say. To sell Rashford, Phelan said. You know, when somebody's going through a bit of a slump in form, it's easy to say, well, they can't do it anymore. And then that's backed up usually by contracts and money and all that sort of thing. I just think you have to screw your head on. You have to screw your head on and give the best you possibly can to training, to new influences, and then in your performances, and try and find a consistency which suits you and suits the team, and just finally unite it again.